right, we're live, I believe. I have to get the link shared out to everybody. Riot Ninjas in the house. Callum, Chris Clark. I'm still confused over who Gabriel Yamamoto is. The damn alter egos. Alright, I'm going to get this link shared. Sure can, Ninja. You just have to let me know how, brother. Yes, it is dark. I'm actually live through my phone, Chris Clark. It's going Chris Bolero. It's back. I thought so. All right. But just going live through my phone. I'm just going over a few quick things about how the matches and the shows are going to be this week. Because next week is the pay-per-view, and I want to discuss what the pay-per-view is and what it's all about, because I'm not sure any of you guys know what exactly is what. Jake Riot. All right. Okay, I'll just write that down. Okay. Awesome. If I can get him squared away and figured out, I'll make sure he's part of MPW this week. Okay, GTS, gotcha. All right, Ninja, I will search for you here in a moment. While I'm doing the show, I'll search for you because I'm live through my phone. All right. Here's how the shows this week are going to work, because it's going to be very, very, very interesting, because we are trying to shake the rankings to their core, so to speak. Now, the pay-per-view next weekend is known as Title Wave, and hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Let me make sure I can hear myself. So to speak. Okay, I can hear myself good. All right. The premise of Title Wave is not title, as in T-I-D-A-L, as in a wave coming from the ocean. It's Title Wave, as in T-I-T-L-E, title belt. We want to find the champion of champions, if you will, per each ranking division we have here in Sports Now Studios. So the same rule is going to hold for GWA and EJPW next weekend. And real simple, all you got to do is go to the website. You can follow along from there. And if you guys are familiar with the website, you already know it's sportsloungestudios.proboards.com. And if you give me a moment, I will put that in the chat so you guys have it. In there, you will find each company has their own section, if you will, where you can follow the records, the rankings, the roster. Everything's there. Title history, their current champs. We have everything archived there at all times. There's the link so you guys can click on it and follow along. So now we're going to just start with, say, the GWA rankings, because this is how the show for the GWA is going to work. This way everybody can figure out, like, oh, okay, makes sense. I am doing a list of fatal four-ways is what it's going to be. And they're going to be falls, count anywhere, no DQ, fatal four-way elimination matches. When you go to the rankings, you're going to see the TV title division. And I'm going from the bottom up. So you go all the way to the 7th ranked contender for the TV title. It becomes Badass Brian. During the GWA show, which will be later today, Badass Brian, Trauma, Nocturnal, Caleb James will be in a match. Troy the Baller Franklin, Marcus Johnson, Daddy Pig, David Ruin will be in a match. Then you go up, Bob Dillinger, Mordred Nightwalker, Braxton Rich, Evil Eyes in a match. Then I'm making a breaking news announcement here. The GWA has just signed from the Miami Pro Wrestling roster Jesse James. Jesse James, per his points, is being ranked at a certain spot, so therefore it's going to be Alex Dar, Jesse James, Kobayashi, and Evil Eyes all in a match, I believe, is how it's going to be worked out. And then, you got Dino, D-Train, Lucius, Shifty, and Feck's going to be in part of that other match with Kobayashi. All you got to do is count 4 up. Josh Wright is not going to be in the match today. He's still dealing with injuries. So just to make sure I announce these matches right, Badass Brian, Trauma, Nocturnal, Caleb James, Troy the Baller Franklin, Marcus Johnson, Daddy Pig, David Ruin, Bob Dillinger, Mordred Nightwalker, Braxton Rich, Evil Eyes, Alex Dar, James, Jesse James, Kobayashi, King Feck, and then you're going to have Shifty the Drunken Clown, Lucius West, D-Train, and Daniel Dino in a match. Now, all these matches are going to have a distinct set of points wrote down for them. Like I said, they are all going to be elimination matches. The winner is going to get 10 points. The man who gets pinned last is going to score 5 points. The third person eliminated, well, this would be technically the second, I guess, is going to get hit with a negative 5 points. And whoever is eliminated last is going to get hit with negative 10 points. So the first person eliminated gets negative 10 points. The next one eliminated, negative 5 points. The person who gets pinned last gets 5 points for being the winner, runner-up, and the winner of the whole thing is going to score 10 points. And that's how the matches are going to be today in the GWA. And reason for this being is to help shuffle the rankings. And here's where I'm getting with this. Josh Wright is, by the way, cleared to return to action next week, as far as we know. But we'll get more details on that as they come available. Now, the champion in each title tier will be defending the title next week at the pay-per-view against the third-ranked contender in his division. So for sake of argument, we're just going to look at the points where they stand now in the GWA. Daniel Dino is the world champion. He would take on Lucius West based on the way points sit now. The winner of that match would then take on the number 2 contender. That's currently Josh Wright. If he's still there, number 2, and is cleared to compete next week, he would get the winner of Lucius West and Dan Dino. Then the winner of that would take on D-Train, who is the number 1 contender. Whoever would win that match would leave the pay-per-view as champion. It is going to be a title wave of matches, thus the name TITLE title wave. Each title will be defended 3 times at the pay-per-view. Now, if you are ranked 4th or you are ranked 5th, you will be a part of the title wave match by a guarantee. But what we're going to see in the GWA, you would have the 4th and 5th ranked contender from the world title, the 4th and 5th contender from the United States title, and then you're going to have the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th ranked contenders from the TV title, which means 8 guys are going to be put into an 8-man battle royal. The winner of the Battle Royal gets to enter the title wave of matches in his title tier. So just for sake of argument, Badass Brian's currently ranked last for the TV title. If he were to win the Battle Royal, even though he's ranked 7th, he'd be the first title defense in the TV title division. Then the winner goes up and takes on the 3rd, the 2nd, the 1st, and so on and so forth. I hope you guys follow that because that's how the GWA is going to work. Now, for EJPW, it's kind of the same thing. Pay-per-view is going to be the exact same way, but their matches are set for tomorrow. EJPW will be live tomorrow, and here is their card. It's going to be very interesting. The powers that be have booked this card as follows. There will be 3 triple threat matches. The winner of the triple threat gets 10 points. Whoever is pinned in that triple threat match gets negative 10. So if you are pinned or submitted or you're the reason for the DQ, whatever the case may be, you get negative 10. The third man in that match that's not the winner or the one defeated will get 0 points. So they will have no change to their ranking. So it's 10 points, 0, negative 10. And those 3 matches are as follows. Chris Clark versus Boss Toad versus Underscore. In the next match, DC Twitch versus Grim versus Cesar Dirty Sanchez. The third triple threat is going to be Wolfgang versus Kyle Young versus Brandon Cuevas. Those 3 matches are to help shake up the YouTube title division going into title wave. Then we are going to see two Elimination Chamber rules matches. And listen very closely to these points. The winner of the chamber is going to get 15 points. Then we're going to go in reverse order now. The winners get 15. So the first person eliminated from the chamber is going to get negative 10. No, they are not, Callum. You're going to get negative 10 points if you're the first one eliminated in the elimination chambers. The second is going to be negative 5. The third one eliminated is 0 points. No points for, no points against. The fourth, okay, let me get this right. Yeah, the fourth one eliminated gets 3 points. The runner-up, 8 points. And the winner gets 15 points. So to run back on that in order from worst to first, it's going to be negative 10, negative 5, 0, 3 points, 8 points, 15 points. And those matches are going to be interesting because there are 2 of them. You're going to see KO Kid, Brandon Ace, DOA, Superman Jan, Mark Caliber, and K-Wolf in one match. That is the international title tier all in one match. And the other one's going to be the Grand Prix title tier one match. Daniel Dino versus Powerhouse versus Adam Guerin versus Shino Malice versus Lightning Tetsu versus Omega. And then there's going to be 2 special attraction matches added to the card after all that takes place. You are going to see the rubber match for the Grand Prix title take place inside a steel cage when Daniel Dino on Powerhouse. Omega take on Powerhouse. What is going to be Omega's mask versus Powerhouse's beard. If Omega wins, Powerhouse must shave the beard. If Powerhouse wins, Omega must unmask. That match will take place after the Elimination Chambers. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, there's a lot of matches for EJPW that are going to be interesting off the wall. And the same thing happens for the GWA. Now, I know somebody said something about Rest in Peace Tag Team Division. Now, if you go into EJPW, they have technically 4 tag teams. So, at the pay-per-view, those 4 tag teams are going to be put into an 8-man battle royal. An 8-man battle royal. All members of all 4 teams are going to be put in the battle royal. Whoever wins the battle royal, he and his tag team partner will be the tag team champions. That's how that's going to work. And if you take a look at the GWA, it is the exact same situation. 4 tag teams, all 4 are going to be put in an 8-man battle royal. And again, whoever gets the win, he and his tag team partner are going to be the tag team champions. That takes place at the pay-per-view. Now, there's talk about the women's division. I've been looking over the women's division, and me, the powers to be, and everybody involved with the company, figuring out the situation when it comes to the ladies. I need at least another week, maybe 2, to get everything squared away. As a result, I'm not going to be able to do the ladies a part of the pay-per-view, and I want to apologize to them because, like I said, right now I'm trying to figure out which ladies really want to be here and which ones don't, because our ladies division is kind of lacking at the moment. I think I only am going to end up with enough ladies to be a part of one show. So that might be what happens. All the ladies get converged into one show, whether it be GWA or EJPW. That's something I got to figure out. That's why I need an extra week to figure this out. So I apologize. Go make me a sandwich. Is that what you're trying to say? Now I'm trying to catch up with everything that was going on in the chat room because I'm on my phone. I haven't really looked at the chat much. So, I mean, if you guys have questions, thoughts, opinions, and you need some answers, feel free to hit me up on Skype. And that's that. Now, as far as Miami Pro goes, that's also going to be over the next 2 days, maybe as late as Saturday. And again, if you're in Miami Pro, remember, you get booked each and every show if you're in Miami Pro. You don't have to ask, am I on the show? Am I on the show? Yes, you are. You are on the show if you're in Miami Pro. And as I know Ed mentioned earlier, new talents arriving to Miami Pro. And indeed they are. They are definitely showing up. And I'm going to look for this, Jake Riot right now. And see if I can find him. And let him know, since I think he's still here, if I found the right one. All right, I'm going to be looking for Jake Riot now. I'm trying to see if there's anything going on that I need to answer to the best of my ability. What are you talking about? In fact, What if Doug put me, Weston, Riot, and Dart together? What in the world? Okay. GTS. All right, let me see. Jake Riot. That's to put the right hashtag in, GTS. We don't want Kitty Riot. What the hell's Kitty Riot? Sasha Riot. Nope, wrong one. No. I'm looking here. About 7 or 6 downloads. Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking for Jake Riot. There's a whole bunch of options under GTS. That's all I know. So I gotta scroll through it. You have an idea of how many times Jake Riot's been downloaded? That might help me. Jake Creed, Jake Martin, Jake Aaron. What in the world? I'm finding a lot of Jakes, but not Riot. While I'm looking for Jake Riot, I'm gonna try and. Okay, wait a minute. I think I found a Jake Riot. Let me see if this is the right one. Smoke Weed Dabs. That's the content creator. I don't think that's it because the hashtag is SVW, so that can't be right. Okay, let's see. There's a few details on this one. GTS Edge 0183. Is that right? Edge 0183. He's a masked man. All right, there we go. Got him. All right, we got you downloaded. I'll get you added to the Miami Pro Wrestling roster, my friend. Yep, that's the exact one there, right, Ninja. I got you. So, yes, sir, we have you squared away, my man. So, any questions as far as the shows go and how everything's going to work? Because today was the first day of school for my kids. So here's how it's going to work so you guys know as far as the scheduling. My kids are supposed to be home in about a half hour. So I'll be going to get them around 4 o'clock at the bus stop. I'm going to bring them home. We're going to make dinner. I'm hoping by 5:30 to go live with the GWA, as I said. And the GWA is going to be, as I mentioned, the fatal 4-way elimination matches. No DQ, balls count anywhere. That's the way they're going to be. And like I said, all you got to do is look at the rankings and you can see who's going to take on who by looking at the television title up. Badass Brian, Trauma, Nocturnal Caleb James, and so on and so forth. And that's when the GWA is going to be. If everything goes according to plan, EJPW will be tomorrow. Not sure if it's going to be 1 or if it's going to be after school, like today. It depends on how it's going to happen. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best time slot to get the most live viewers so everybody can get involved. And then if I run the show early, I might do Miami Pro later tomorrow evening. If I don't, it'll probably be run Saturday morning. I will wake up Saturday morning, do the show. Roughly 1 o'clock could be the plan. Maybe 12:30 at the earliest, and that's when that'll happen. So all 3 shows will be over the next 3 days at most. So today is GWA. Tomorrow is EJPW. Tomorrow could be Miami Pro. If not, it will be Saturday. And then, like I said, next week is the pay-per-view title freaking wave. That's why today's and tomorrow's shows are really going to shake the foundation, if you will, of the rankings. Things are going to flip-flop. Guys are going to be able to move up, move down. Guys are going to be, for sure, set up in the title division picture to be a part of Tidal Wave, and the rest of you are going to have to earn your way in. And if you don't earn your way in, and you don't make the pay-per-view, then we're just going to have to make sure your guy starts picking up the game and start winning some matches. And long story short, the more involved you are, the more of a push I'm going to spend on your character. That's the only thing I can be honest about here. I've had a lot of people come through the door and they want to be a part, and then they don't interact at all. I don't expect you to be at live shows. You have a life. I don't have a demand for live shows. I don't have a demand for people to stay off my so-called time slot. There's too many people running companies, too many people doing their own thing, and we as human beings have to pick and choose where our priorities lie. And if your priority is with a different company over the Sports Now Studios, that's completely okay. I don't worry about it. I don't get mad at people. That's fine. There's certain companies that I watch, and I like some more than others. That's the way it goes. So mine might fall at the top of your list or at the bottom of your list. So be it. But the people who invest in Sports Now Studio shows the most are the ones that are going to, I'm going to reciprocate that love back to them. And I think all you guys get that. I think all you guys understand that. And I think most of the company owners that are within our community feel the same way. They push the people who are the most involved. And there's quite a few shows I try to be a part of, and I fail miserably at being at live shows. I fail miserably letting people know, hey, I caught the replay. That's why I don't get too bitchy when I ask the same thing here. Let me know you've seen the show. That's all I ask. I fail at doing that myself for other people. So, just be as involved as you can. That's why I say be on Facebook, be on Twitter, post comments after you've caught a show and say, hey, I saw it, good stuff, if I knew you weren't there live. Like everybody who's talking down in the chat, I know you've been here. You don't have to leave a comment. You may if you like. It's cool. So, damn, I think my thing glitched out for a second. But, if anyone needs to speak to me, get in touch with me. Let me know anything. Let me know. But that's the way it's going to be for today and tomorrow. Feck, I will reach out to you because I know you've been trying to figure something out. We'll talk about that. And, like I said, just get ready for today because the fatal four-way, no DQ elimination matches are going to be off the hook. And we're going to see some shakeups and points. Remember, 10 points to every winner today, 5 for the runner-up, -5, and the first one eliminated is getting hit with -10. So it's going to be crazy. I mean, there's going to be a lot of points at hand today and things like that. If all goes well, Callum, I'll be live at 5. At 5. If I'm not live at 5, yes, 5:30 Eastern is when the stream will go live. So between 5 and 5:30 is when it's going to happen. Instead of just randomly going live at 5:15 or 5:10, I'll wait till 5:30 so everybody knows exactly when I'll be live. So if you don't get the alert at 5 or a couple minutes there later, okay, he's still cooking dinner, cleaning up dinner, doing what he needs to do with the kids. He's going live at 5:30. So that way you guys know. And I'm double checking the rankings. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 5 matches today in GWA, 5 fatal 4-way elimination chamber matches to help shake up the rankings for Tidal Wave next week. So everybody who's part of the company, I wish you the best. I wish you luck. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And tomorrow's EJPW card might even be more crazy because there's a lot more going on. They have title matches taking place. They have a mask versus a freaking beard. So it's going to be entertaining as hell. And Miami Pro, like I said, will be later tomorrow or Saturday morning or afternoon, so to speak. Jake Riot and Jason Storm are now members of the Miami Pro Wrestling roster. They're going to join. As you see, Riot Ninja's in the chat. That is Jake Riot. Jason Storm, he owns Boston Championship Wrestling. You can check him out on Facebook. Look him up. So he's a part. So, I mean, that's the way that's going to go. And, I mean, I'm not going to rush to start the show at 5. So, and I don't know who all goes live today. I have no idea, but I'm figuring with 5 fatal 4-way elimination chamber matches, I'm looking at about an hour and a half show. So, hopefully I don't step on anybody's toes. But like I said, we're in a community where everybody seems to have a show. You got to work on your schedule, All right, Jake. So that's just how I look at it. Got to work on your schedule. Got to work on your time. Got to work on what you're doing for you and your family. And I don't want to step on toes. And sometimes it's going to happen. I apologize to those companies. So But nonetheless, I'm going to sign this off. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. We will be live in 2 hours max. So it's going to be fun. And Lucius, my condolences to you too, my friend. Hope everything's getting better for you and the family. So if you have any questions, just hit me up on Skype, and I'll try to answer them as fast as I can, because I'll have my phone on me. I can try to return some messages, and we'll speak. But in the meantime, I'm going to sign off now, because I got to go switch some laundry before I go down to the bus stop to get my kids. We're in about 5 minutes. So y'all take care. Y'all be safe, and I hope to see every single one of you guys later. I'm out. See you.